The rise and journey of Jodie Comer, how the actress went from virtual unknown to the top of her craft in a matter of years. After breaking out on the hit show Killing Eve, Comer finds her talents constantly in demand now as one of the premier actresses in Hollywood. Liverpool, the factory for stars? Move aside, John, Paul, George, and Ringo, there's a new star in town. Jodie Comer, the incredible English actress, shares not only a birthplace with the Beatles, but the same meteoric rise to stardom she has experienced in the swift past few years that has seen her rise to an amazing heights in her craft. Born in the English city in 1993, Comer grew up a bona fide theater and dance kid, learning her acting chops at a local drama school on the weekends. She received her first true notoriety by coming in first place in her category after performing a monologue at the Liverpool Performing Arts Center in 2006 at the age of 11. Off the success of her performance with the monologue, she brought it to her school's talent show while in high school. The powerful monologue and Comer's performance caught the eye of her school's drama teacher, who sent her to audition for a BBC radio play. After nailing the audition, Comer was offered her first true acting gig in the play. Comer earned the admiration and praise of her co-stars, who encouraged her that she could make a career out of acting. Inspired by their approval, she hired an agent and set out to make a living of it. As with pretty much all actors trying to make a name for themselves in the incredibly difficult world of show business, Comer spent a few years taking on any and every part she could get to put her skills on display. She secured a number of roles in a vast array of UK series.
I know it's 99% going to be fine, but just in case.
I am not pregnant. I can't be. Look, you don't know.
Including parts in Waterloo Road, Holby City, Doctors, and Law & Order UK, to name a few. Her performances in these series helped her nail down leading parts in the drama series Justice, a supernatural series called Remember Me, and a dramedy series named My Mad Fat Diary.
Take you home. Everyone's really worried about you. I'm fine. No one's hurt me.
Uncharacteristic for someone just starting out to find themselves playing roles all across the map as they try to break in the industry, Comer's signature skill set was formulated and perfected during this time. Her immense talent as a performer comes through in the moments when she has the opportunity to balance the dramatic with the funny, which will definitely come into play later on in her career-defining role. Comer's first starring role came in the miniseries 13.
I don't know, a house?
What kind of a house?
And for her performance on the show, was nominated for a 2016 BAFTA Award for Best Actress. Off the back of this real mainstream recognition, Comer caught fire in 2016 and 2017 with the BFI London Film Festival naming her one of the Screen's International's Stars of Tomorrow. The role of a lifetime. Already having being recognized as a future certainly has its potential, but it's what you do next that really matters. In the case of Jodie Comer, she certainly took her opportunity and ran with it. Cast as Villanelle in the series Killing Eve, which made its debut in 2018, Comer found herself right at home with the most amazing role she could ever imagine. The show follows an incredibly complicated yet masterfully written dynamic between Comer as Villanelle and Sandra Oh as Eve, the MI6 agent tasked with stopping her.
About it?
I really don't.
You'll feel better if you do. Honesty is the best policy.
Oh.
Playing the psychopathic yet lovable assassin, Comer is able to bring every bit of her immense acting abilities to the screen.
Recipe to your shepherd's pie.
What?
The thing with the potatoes and the curry meat.
I know what shepherd's pie is.
Eve likes it.
The part requires an insane amount of charisma and talent for her to be able to vacillate between ruthless killer and lost real self as she tries to piece together the forgotten memories of her life. Her performance as Villanelle immediately raised attention to the show and brought with it significant acclaim for both the series as a whole and most specifically for her performance.
Just trying to get Eve's attention, but she does not care about your life at all, does she?
Comer has such an impressive mastery of the character that, like all great iconic roles, it is hard to separate the actress from the character. Her grip of the character is profound, and the different energies and abilities she brings to it allows the show to shine. As Villanelle, Comer is required to display a wide array of different accents and disguises to fit with where the character is at any given time in the story, and she does it perfectly. Villanelle's intense but at times light-hearted personality are able to channel through Comer with ease. She's able to jump in tone right alongside the Time's way out there storylines and bring the required intensity to each scene she is in. For her brilliant performance as Villanelle, Comer has received widespread recognition from both the UK and America. She has been nominated for 2 Primetime Emmys for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series and 3 BAFTA Awards for Best Actress, winning each in 2019.
Wow. Thank you so much, BAFTA. Sorry, I'm the only one who's turned on the waterworks.
Her reputation and body of work as Villanelle has helped to launch her to the next phase of her career, to the big screen and beyond. Well, sort of the big screen. As Killing Eve continued to gain praise for its storytelling, so did Jodie Comer in the form of new projects. Comer was offered and starred in the 20th Century Studios film Free Guy alongside Ryan Reynolds.
That's what you're looking for, right?
You got a video or a screen grab?
Nope, but I know who does.
Want to know what I do to people who waste my time?
After beginning filming in 2019, the film's release was delayed in large part to the COVID-19 pandemic, with audiences having to wait almost 2 years for its release, which eventually went to Disney+. Comer is very enjoyable in her role as both the real-life gamer Millie and as her video game avatar Molotov Girl. In her roles in the film, Comer is able to bring that same signature charismatic charm she has in Killing Eve to the forefront of the film. She is able to endear herself with ease to the audience in both the action sequences and tough girl energy of Molotov Girl, and also as the more meek and guarded Millie. Comer again garnered widespread praise for her work in the film, with critics appreciating her work and chemistry with Reynolds. With the success of the film, a sequel has been planned and is in development. Comer's next crack at the big screen came with the highly anticipated film The Last Duel, where she starred in the critical role of Marguerite de Carouge. A hot package when it was announced, the film was directed by Ridley Scott and written by Nicole Holofcener and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, who also star alongside Adam Driver. With such a prolific acting and production team, the film received critical acclaim, albeit, unfortunately, being a disappointment at the box office. Comer was specifically highlighted for her powerful performance as Marguerite, whose events are ultimately the driver for the story of revenge with an unfortunate amount of toxic misogyny mixed in. That stuff aside, Comer is great in the part, and carries the narrative of how a woman's voice has continued to persist throughout the course of time.
I'm alive. Well, you have paid a dear price for that privilege.
An open runway for the future. After an incredibly prolific and productive past few years, Comer has her eyes squarely set on continuing to do meaningful work with her talents. Next on her list is another season of Killing Eve, which after a long hiatus due to the pandemic has been long awaited by fans. We will also be able to see her in a hot new project of a series adaptation of Big Swiss for HBO Max with A24 and Adam McKay producing. She will also lend her talents to the environmental thriller The End We Start From, an adaptation of Megan Hunter's debut novel scheduled to begin filming this August. Jodie Comer has had an incredibly rapid and well-deserved rise to the top in the past few years. I am incredibly excited to have such an amazing young actress in our lives, who I am optimistic will only continue to take on and crush the meaningful projects she will no doubt have the opportunity to share her talents in.